Today's episode of the Natural Habitat Podcast is brought to you by Puffer Shades. Are you tired of wearing sunglasses that weren't made for people that smoke weed? Well, fear not, because Puffer Shades is here for you. Even if you don't smoke weed, you can wear these glasses and you will not come up dirty on any drug test, nor be judged by, authority figures or potential bosses. Plus, if you're in an interview and you're wearing sunglasses, you're probably not going to get the job anyway. So, Puffer Shades, they come in multiple designs, all different types of colors and styles, and you can get 20% off your pair today at puffershades.com if you use the code NHP. So go do that and let them know that we are supporting them and helping them out because they're helping us. They're giving us all kinds of sets of shades for our giveaways. So thank you to them, and thank you to you guys for tuning in. Today we have an interview with Terell Safadi. He is a critically acclaimed rapper from Vancouver. He's been making a lot of moves lately, so we reached out to him and asked him if he wanted to do an interview, and he said yes, apparently. So let's get into that right now.
The Natural Habitat Podcast. Habitat Podcast. The Natural Habitat Podcast.
What's the name of their band? That's fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? What is it?
The Eagles of Death Metal.
Yeah. What the fuck?
What kind of band is that? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
So I think they're trying to imply that they're as good as the Eagles, only they do death metal instead.
No way.
That's. I mean, I
think they're just some fucking super weirdo. I think one day they were chilling and they saw an eagle fly by, and they were like talking about getting into a fucking death metal band. They're like, bro, we're like the Eagles of death metal. Let's be that.
This sounds like exactly what we would do on the show. Is instead of talking about the Paris attacks, we just talk about why the Eagles of Death Metal are named the Eagles of Death Metal.
Yeah.
And that is why, if there is a hell, which there's not, we are going to it. This is a one-way trip. And also the Facebook community Church of Cannabis is also just a list. It's like a guest list into hell if it exists. Because there's just all kinds of slanderous stuff there. I've been fucked.
Cool with lists.
You don't do good with lists.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not really opposed to keeping that part in and having the Eagles of the Death Metal thing being the beginning of the podcast, and now we're already live.
Yeah, sweet. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Yep. Welcome to the Natural Habitat Podcast. My name is Mikey Booyah.
My name is Unknown.
And we are here on a Tuesday, InterviewsDay. You know what that means. That means that we have another interesting person from somewhere in the world on hold right now, and they are going to be waiting as we talk and smoke some weed, and then we're going to get to them. And that person is Terell Safadi. Did I say it right?
Yep.
Okay, Terell Safadi. He is a... What? He is a Canadian rapper and just artist, and he has been making waves. Released a song for the Canadian hockey team, and the Canadian hockey team, a Canadian hockey team. Is that, what do I say? Is it? I don't.
No, it's a. They got a lot of hockey up there.
Yeah, so just one hockey team, and it was the. What team was it? We should probably have all this information instead of just. It was the Canucks.
He didn't even really do it for them, He'll explain it later, but I mean, they supported it, and it just became it was a Vancouver team. I don't remember the actual name of the team because I'm not a hockey aficionado, but yeah, I guess you kind of have to be if you're in Canada or from Canada. That shit's huge up there.
Yeah, I guess you're right, and I think that. He did that, and then he got on a tour and started moving around, so we'll let him talk about that. But first, before we do that, one of the biggest events that has happened in the world recently that we need to talk about and need to address is the beatdown of our friend and our love interest, Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, man.
You know, you can't win them all. You can't. That's what I'm gonna say.
You can't ever rule anything out either. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was a bad matchup. I mean, it was great. It was a great matchup, actually. You know what I mean? Bad and great. You know, it's like a lot of people didn't know about Holly. A lot of people knew about Ronda because she was such a big star, but not enough people, I think, took Holly serious. And I don't understand why. She was a world champion many times over in boxing. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get to that level in any sport without being a certifiable fucking badass. You know what I'm saying? And women's boxing, I mean, people might not think, oh, it's not as big deal as fucking MMA, but women's MMA is brand new still. You know, it's only been around for a couple years. So to try to downplay boxing that's been around forever is like not such a big deal is a mistake, because it just proved its point. You know, Holly takes shit serious. She fucking did her job.
Yeah.
She took Ronda very serious. You know, she trained her fucking ass off. She's a beast, dude, and it's crazy to see the outcome and what happened. But I can't say that I'm too surprised. You know, I mean, like, I'm sad that it happened. I'm a huge Ronda fan. You know what I mean? But these things happen, you know, and
it doesn't mean
it couldn't have happened to a better person, I don't think.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean that it's the end of her career or her legacy or whatever it is. You know what I mean? She could still do great things, be a great fighter, and you know, I think that there's the biggest thing that I think everyone notices if you have any sort of social media account is there's a group of people that are like, Ronda Rousey lost, fuck her, this and that. And then there's a bunch of people that are like, how are you just gonna like bail on Ronda, you bunch of everyone's like bandwagon. Facebook is all of everyone on my Facebook like friends list is just talking shit about the other people on my friends list openly. Oh, like, if you're like this, then fuck you. And then the next post will be like that. And there's a lot of hate out there. A lot of people just trying to be good people and getting hated on. So she's one of them right now, unfortunately.
Well, and I think that the shit that breeds that negativity is lack of understanding what's really going on. I don't think any of these people even know shit about the fight game. You know, most of these people probably don't even watch UFC a lot. You know, they watch big fights, like championship fights, like a Ronda fight or a Conor McGregor fight or something. All of a sudden, they're a fight aficionado and they know all there is to know about fighting, which is far from the truth. You know, if they didn't see if they didn't see Holly coming, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's blatantly obvious. You know, it takes a champ to beat a champ. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I mean, Ronda had her shit together, but she didn't. You know, like, she called this shit before the fight. She said if she stuck to her game plan, that she would have a chance. And the thing that didn't happen was she didn't stick to her game plan. You could tell, like, as soon as she walked in there, she was frustrated. She was trying to be the aggressor. She was trying to push the fight, and she fucked up because Holly's a counter fighter. You know what I mean? She just sat back and waited for her opportunities and struck when she needed to, and fucking it was over with. You can't push a fight with somebody like that. You have to make them come to you and get outside of their comfort zone. You know what I mean? A counter fighter wants you to be the aggressor. That's what Anderson Silva is, you know? Like, he wants you to come after him. That way he can strike and put you to sleep and you don't even see it coming. You know what I mean? And it shows, like, how when Diaz fought him, he made Anderson come after him and used Anderson's own game against him, and fucking he had no defense for that. You know what I mean? It's the same thing that just happened right here. We just watched the same thing over again.
Yeah.
Where Ronda was pushing it and fell apart. You know what I mean? And she's just not used to that. She's just not used to that type of fighter. Everybody else has come at Ronda like she came at them. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, rush to the middle and just fucking throw it all out there. And that's what she wants. You know, she wants to hip toss you and fucking break your arm and shit. You know what I mean? And a good fighter is going to recognize that game and go tit for tat. You know, it's like everybody hates on Mayweather for being the best ever because they don't understand his game. You know, he really is the best ever. You can't hit him. You can't do anything to him. A good defense is the best offense, no matter what anybody says. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
Put your game plan into effect, and you'll get where you want to get. And Ronda just fucking dropped the ball. That's all.
Yeah, and that's the whole point. That's the whole point of fighting or any sport is, learning your opponent and what they do, right, and using their weaknesses against them. And, it was bound to happen eventually. Ronda lost, and I'm interested to see what's going to happen, I mean, I'll still be here.
The rematch is coming.
We'll still be here to support her, and a lot of people will, so I think she'll be all right.
The talk is an immediate rematch already. I can't say whether it's deserved or not.
Damn.
I don't really think, after you lose by knockout, you really deserve an immediate rematch.
Yeah.
But, if the fans want it, then the fans should get what the fans want. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if that's what's coming, but making her wait, making Holly wait for a long time is going to affect how the fight goes too. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. And, I don't know. I think that maybe Ronda lost it, and she's just going to lose every fight from now on. Her record's going to stay, what is it, 12? Is she 12-1?
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely don't see her losing anything. She just got caught.
I'm going to call it.
And that happens to everybody.
I'm going to call it right now on November 23rd, 24th, 2015, that Ronda is never going to win a fight ever again in her life.
All right, you want to place a bet on it?
No, I don't. I don't feel that confident with that statement at all. So, speaking of the 23rd, I went to the Harvest Festival. Well, actually, I'm going to the Harvest Festival tomorrow in real life time, but in podcast time, I went to the Harvest Festival yesterday. So, nice. I'm going to tell some stories about what happened.
I'm looking forward to that.
So, yeah, it was a really great time. It was very cloudy. Fortunately, it was not an FBI sting. I thought that it was some sort of sting because, cultivating hash and making butane hash oil is still very illegal. So if the police were to make some sort of underground convention, make these flyers, have some guy make an Instagram account and be like, I'm putting on this convention, and he only has 300 friends, and, they could get all the people that are making hash oil in one place together and then just go in and arrest everybody. And then, look at their IDs, look at the address, go to the house, and then there's your plant where everyone's fucking, making this shit. And I'm very glad that did not happen. And it was a very chill vibe. Everybody was cool. They had some live music. There was an old man with a guitar, and he had one of those metal things. And it was real twangy blues guitar. He was dope. He got hammered on whiskey and just started groping girls towards the end of the show. And the guy that put on the show was actually this real suave, Saudi Arabian dude. And he was just covered in gold. And he was just walking around. He had all these dab pens, and he was just handing them to people. They were the Snoop Dogg G pens. And he was like, here you go, man. Here you go. Here you go. I didn't get one for some reason. I don't know why. But that was cool. And, besides that, it was a good time. It was a lot of fun and a great way to stay in shape.
Cool story, bro.
Yep. So there will be an episode coming up soon with all the people that I interviewed there, some entrepreneurs and businessmen. Yep. So look forward to that, motherfucker.
And some periscopes, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you never know. You never know how much battery I'll have.
Yeah.
So I had this idea for this episode. Let me lay this on you. What if we were to play some music, you know what I mean? And play the music into the microphones while you and me smoke weed and the listeners smoke weed at the same time. And
that sounds like an amazing idea, actually.
It'll be like we're all smoking together, but it'll be separate, all at one, and then we'll call it, I don't know, NHP Smoke Sesh.
Sweet.
Yeah? Does that sound cool?
Sounds amazing, actually. Let's do it.
Okay, well, 1 second. I have to set up this other microphone. So you take it away, Joey.
Sweet. In other news, the Raiders fucking choked again. Yeah. We just lost today. Or whatever day this is. Anyways. 2 2 weeks in a row now. We were doing fucking great. We were killing it, and we just choked. Last week we lost in the fucking very last play of the game. This week we lost in the last 2 minutes. So it's like we're doing great. Our quarterback is like super improving all the time. Derek Carr is definitely the redeemer for the Raiders for sure. But we just still can't pull our shit together. We keep getting random little injuries and just players not doing what they're supposed to do. Now, I'm not going to complain too much because we are a completely different team than we were before. We're winning games instead of losing every game. Our team actually feels like a team now, you know what I mean, instead of this fucking thrown together piece of garbage that we had last year. But I feel like, I don't know, man, I feel like we had a chance and we were looking at like a wild card in the playoffs, and now that shit's just gone. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're getting close to the end of the season. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to more games at least. I'm not mad at them, but I'm not happy. So,
yeah, I know you're not.
To be continued.
I hope that I hope that things turn around with the Raiders, because you get real sad when the Raiders start losing a lot. And I don't watch football, so I don't know, but I know because I work with the public during my day job, and I saw people come in. You know, I don't remember what day it was. It wasn't that long ago, but I just started seeing all kinds of people coming in wearing their Raiders jerseys, and you know,
yeah, people were feeling good,
rocking their shirts because the Raiders were doing good. They were doing all right.
Yeah.
So, you know, I hope that keeps going up, and that whatever happened today was a fluke, and that you guys take it to the fucking Super Bowl or whatever it's called.
Well, thanks, man.
Is that good?
We appreciate it. All of us Raider fans out there appreciate it.
No problem.
Appreciate your non-sport loving love.
You know, I still empathize with you.
Yeah, well, that's cool. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah. So let's get into this. You got something? What are you smoking on over there today?
Some King Louis.
King Louis, huh?
Yeah.
I got this Girl Scout cookie that I got from Killer Gorilla Extracts, and they harvested all their plants and blew them all into hash, and there was one strain that was Girl Scout cookie that just looked super dank, so they saved a big old jar for me.
Nice.
And now all of the weed's gone except for this one little bit of Girl Scout cookie for me. So I'm smoking on that, and it's very stony. It has it tested it like 19% or something like that.
Nice.
And it's a great way to stay in shape.
Yep. Gotta get a motherfucking scholarship.
All right. Well, let's do it. Everybody out there, flick your bics and snap your pics. Hashtag them NHP Smoke Sesh, or just shoot them on over to us in a private style message, and we'll post them for you so that your family and friends don't see you doing something that's not even going to be illegal pretty soon.
And we will post your dick pics too.
Yeah, we will. All of that. And pretty much anything that we can get our hands on of yours that's private, we're going to post that and make sure that we tag you and your parents in it.
Hotline.
Did you just say Hotlanta?
No. I said on the hotline.
Hotlanta.
Oh, I remember this song.
Amen of this.
Amen of this. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can smell it, but it smells really good.
So, have we talked about Charlie Sheen yet?
About what? Him being our mascot?
Yeah, about him being the mascot of Varsity Dropouts, about him having tiger blood, about him becoming crazy and then disappearing, and then about him resurfacing with HIV, which is now curable. So I don't know why the story's so huge.
Supposedly it doesn't even register in his blood. He caught it at the very beginning stages of it, and it never progressed into AIDS. You know what I mean? It was HIV, and now it's undetectable. They can't even find it anymore.
Yeah, 'cause I was gonna say.
It's like it's crazy. It really is crazy on how the medications and things that have changed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you got that money, if you got fucking $600 million like Charlie Sheen or whatever, how much money he's got, you know what I mean? You can afford that shit.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he got that much from like 2.5 Men.
Yeah, and pretty soon it's not just gonna be, you know, your Magic Johnsons and your Charlie Sheens. It's gonna be anyone will be able to afford it, because
and that's a good thing.
Yeah, they're like they're getting it perfected. They're learning more and more about it every day. I was watching this Vice piece about it, and they totally eliminated the problem of mother to child HIV transfer. So an HIV positive mom can have an HIV negative baby, and that was unheard of. You know what I mean? You're making you're making this baby. So if you're making a baby with HIV positive cells and blood, you know, it's cool that they can reverse that process, and pretty soon it's going to be a disease of the past, like rickets.
Here's the thing I feel negatively about is the fact that the public demands people to fucking come forward about private things like that. You know, like everybody is dissing Charlie Sheen because he didn't come out with it sooner, or fucking he didn't tell people or whatever. And I think that's what offended people. I feel like everybody feels like they have a right to know somebody else's private affairs.
See, but I don't think.
And I feel like that's not cool, because, you know, what if you contracted AIDS and then got put on a platform the size of Charlie Sheen's, and all of a sudden millions upon millions upon millions of people will find out?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How's that going to make you feel? You know what I mean? It's like,
or not even millions of strangers. Imagine if it was everybody in your city. You know, if you had to tell everyone that you worked with, everyone at, you know, your kids or your nephew's school, everyone that you grew up with, and not just, you know, I think that if you're going to sleep with someone, then yeah, you should be like, hey, I'm HIV positive. You shouldn't.
Obviously.
But it's like there's really no need for anyone else to know that information, so why should he have to tell anyone? But at the same time, since he caught it so fast and it's already gone, it probably was just some sort of publicity thing to get people to talk about him, like us. And he was all over the news, and there was memes about him everywhere, whereas everyone kind of forgot about Charlie Sheen for a minute. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Corey Feldman was out there being crazy.
Even negative publicity is still good publicity. So
yeah, it's all good.
Shout out to Charlie Sheen, man. I hope you're all good. Hashtag winning. You know, come be in one of our music videos.
Hashtag Yogle.
Charlie Sheen, bitches. Welcome to the Freak Show.
Damn right. So, you want to see if Terell's still on hold or what?
Fuck, yeah. Let's do it.
All right. Let's go ahead and click. Let's go ahead and click over. All right, everybody. We have Terell Safadi live on the line. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's happening?
What up? Thank you for joining us, man. We appreciate you taking the time out of your day to be here.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
So, you were born and raised in Vancouver. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was born in Vancouver. I moved around a bit on Vancouver Island, then I ended up back in Vancouver around like age 15, but basically born and raised in Vancouver, yeah.
All right. And when did you first start getting into music? How old were you, do you think?
I started writing around like 15, and I never really did a track until I was like 17.
You're pretty young still, though, right now.
I mean, 26, getting up there.
Yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, you're good. You know what I'm saying? You're on time, if anything.
So
for sure.
So you started writing at 15 and then started recording at 17. And what were some of your major influences that got you into music? Do you remember, was it a certain song you heard or a video you saw and made you say, I want to do that, you know?
Yeah, I literally have like one video that was like, that's it, like that's what I want to do, and it was like it was G Unit Stunt 101, like 50 Cent. I was a huge fan of him, and I was a huge fan of 50, and I bought his album Get Rich or Die Trying, like every other kid in North America. But then like I was in a hotel on a trip with my dad, like a basketball trip, and then I woke up in the middle of the night and Stunt 101 was playing on the hotel TV, and I was like, that's it, like this is I want to write raps, I want to be a rapper.
Man, that's
what it was. I feel like a lot of people can relate to that because I feel like 50 has had that effect on a lot of people. You know what I mean? He's one of the rawest to ever do it, and I really think that he probably got a lot of people in their start, at least if not in their start, maybe motivated them a lot more because I wanted to be just like him when he came out. You know what I mean? He was just like Eminem. He felt like a new Tupac to me. You know what I mean? Like he was like the closest thing to the next Tupac, and I was all about it. He was super dope.
Yeah, definitely.
So you started writing after you saw that, and then after a while, one of the big breaks that came for you first was you made a anthem for the Vancouver hockey team, the Vancouver Canucks, and that really started blowing you up, correct? So tell us a little bit about that. How did that start, and how long was it? How old were you when you made that song?
I think that was like 3 or 4 years ago. So I was like 22, 23.
Uh-huh.
And Wiz Khalifa had put out Black and Yellow, and it was just like a lighthearted, like little writing session to that beat that turned out to be like something that I was just like, okay, I'm gonna put this out or whatever. And I put it out on like, I think it was SoundCloud and YouTube, and it just like started blowing up. Like people started like posting it on the forums, like the Vancouver Canucks like chat board forums or whatever, and then it just like started blowing up. I had like my friends calling me like, yo, have you seen how many views it's at? It's like at 20,000 views in like a couple days, and then it started climbing and climbing. It was at 50,000, and then before I even did the video, the Vancouver Canucks website editor Derek Jory, he reached out to me. He's like, yeah, like, do you have a clean version? Da 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 da. I'm like, don't worry, I got a video with the clean version coming out. He's like, we want to premiere it on the site.
Yeah.
So we did that. They gave me the support and the platform to premiere it on their site. It was like 50, 60,000 views in one day, and like trended on like YouTube homepage and shit. So they got like a major platform, and they allowed me to get in on it, and it was definitely like the break that I needed and the confidence that I needed to like take it seriously and start doing shows and that sort of shit.
That's super dope. So what do you think it was, tribute to timing or what?
It was definitely timing, because like at that time we were like in the playoffs, and like we were like just going into the playoffs. So if we had like lost the first round, it wouldn't have done as well. But we went all the way to the finals. Like I think it was like game 6 or I think it was game 6 we lost. So like if we had a loss earlier than that, the song wouldn't have done as well. But like the city was just like really riding with it, like, and the Vancouver Canucks like they interviewed me, premiered it, and then they're like, you know, like sports teams have like a radio or whatever, like you know, like Raiders radio. I know you fuck with the Raiders. So yeah, they interviewed me on there, and yeah, it was just like they supported it hella. Like no one really did like a hockey song, so that's where it like really got it.
And you know what? That's why I fuck with you Canadians, because you all stick together. You know what I'm saying? Like the Canadians up there really fuck with your music. And you know what's crazy is they dig our music too, and it's a trip to see like how, you know, like on SoundCloud you can check stats and it shows where everybody's listening at, and we have a lot of fans in Canada, and it's like it's dope to see like everybody up there is fucking cool. Everybody supports shit. Everybody fucking really like loves the music and shit. You know what I mean? It's not like it doesn't have boundaries really.
Yeah, it's cool to break down all those barriers. Borders are not boundaries, basically. Yeah, and we're all just people enjoying some art. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Super dope.
That's funny because on my SoundCloud, it's like, luckily, I mean, this is what I'm going for, but now it's like more Americans like listening to my shit. So I'm stoked on that, making it out of there.
Yeah, it feels good, dude. It's cool. It's cool to see. It's cool to see like things actually taking off. I seen you been doing it big lately. I'm trying to be like you. Shit.
I see you guys too. You guys hold it down. You guys got more records and like you guys got the views, the Nipsey joints. So we're all just doing our thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's dope, dude. So, what do you besides the success from the Black, Red, Yellow? What do you think like has been your next biggest thing so far, and what's pushing you right now? Like what? You have a cool electronic sound, which is similar to like what we're doing, which is similar to like what a lot of people are doing right now, and the timing with like the EDM genres and stuff. And so like for those that don't know, like where are you trying to go with it? You know what I mean? Like what's your next move, and like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I'd say my next big thing was like the most recent, or not the most recent, but one of the singles I put out earlier in the year. It's like at 120,000 plays on Spotify. So that's kind of like my next thing that I was pushing. But that's like you were saying, like the EDM kind of electro feel.
Yeah.
And I kind of, Crooks and Crusher, like my homie Greg Lucas, like always kind of had that sound when we first started. So he was just like, this is going to be the sound of the future, like da-da-da-da. And I was like, people were calling me corny for some of the beats that I was rapping on at the time, and now it's kind of like all that. But I'm a fan of like EDM, deep house, and shit like that. So like, I want to make music that like I'm a fan of, So that's kind of like that's why I choose that mix. There's like enough rap right now.
I feel the same way.
So I'm trying to like diversify the sound as much as possible and add other genres and elements in, and just like make for like more interesting product that will stand out.
Well, I gotta give you credit so far. You've taken everything real serious, and the quality of your production and the quality of your videos and everything that you're doing really cements the fact that you take being an artist serious. You know what I mean? Like you can tell that you have a real passion for it, and by everything that you're doing. And you're out here right now, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in LA.
Super
Cali.
Dope. Super dope, man. All these videos you've been putting out are really dope. I don't know. I guarantee that some of the listeners out there today are tuned in just because this is your interview. So, I mean, some people are familiar with you, but for those that aren't, tell us about some of the videos that you've done.
I mean, we got a few. The most recent one, my probably best video to date, is for like a heartfelt track, "Say Goodbye." It's actually kind of like electro and like indie rock mixed. It's like I said, you got to mix those genres.
Yeah.
But so it's like it's shot in the deserts of Joshua Tree. It's like a super serious song about my ex that passed away and like my daughter being born. And just like dealing with all that, like the depression from that and shit. And
crazy, man.
The visuals are crazy. Like we got a drone operator out in Joshua Tree, rented a dope cabin, and just like some really epic aerial shots. And if you check it out, it's called "Say Goodbye," Terell Safadi. I think you'll be like pretty, I don't want to say blown away, but you'll be like, you might take your hat off and be like, yeah, okay, I see.
Yeah, and that's what's respectable from an artist standpoint, is the fact that you're taking it to the next level and being creative on your own and not following somebody else's footsteps, not trying to like conform to like whatever popular style is going on at the moment, like the emo fucking black clothes and like, you know what I'm saying? And the masks and the fucking, you know what I mean? And the, neon lights and shit. Like, I don't know.
I get
Some of it like seems like, you know, people get a little carried away and conform a little too much. And I get it that things are genre specific or whatever, you know what I mean? But you're really staying creative on your own path, and that's what I like. I think that's cool. Like all your videos are real different too. None of them are the same.
Yeah, that video for that video for Say Goodbye, I watched it when we set up this interview. I was looking up some of your stuff, and I was really impressed by that video. The drone shots were really good. I liked all the driving shots and over the road, and the last shot at LA, and it was just it has like this. It's very professional, but has like a gritty feel to it at the same time when you're in the cabin and it's all dusty and shit. And it's high quality visuals, man. You're not joking around. That's for sure. So everybody go check out that video after this is done. Don't do it right now. All right.
Yeah. Write a note. And check that shit out. But I mean, the song's super gritty. So just like, we wanted some shit that was gonna suit what I was saying, you know what I mean? And I mean, it's so easy to like get a video and send it to your homies and like shoot some shit like that. But like, I'm just not really into that. I'd rather take like, honestly, like 2 months to get it done and have like a piece of like art at the end of it than just like something that's just like so disposable, you know what I mean?
And that's really smart because it's gonna be around forever, you know, like this is what's gonna speak for you. The things that you put out there is what representing you. And the fact that you take the extra steps and put the extra time and effort into it is why it's so good. I'm looking on your page right now and I'm seeing pictures of you down here in the fucking under the bridge downtown.
Yeah, it's not what it seems, listeners. No, it's that epic 6th Street Bridge.
Yeah,
we went out there and shot some photos. I always wanted to go there just because it was like hella famous and whatnot. So,
you know, in that river there's like no water right there, but people still canoed all the way through it.
For real?
Yeah.
Well, when I went there was water.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
See it behind you.
Just enough for a canoe.
Yeah. And the fact that they did it like allowed them to keep it like a wildlife preserve instead of, I don't know, it was some cool thing. But so that's cool. Or were you working on a video down there or what?
No, we were just shooting some photos, getting some new looks and whatnot. Just getting ready for that 2016 season.
Yeah,
man, and I'm telling you, we're on that same shit right now. We definitely feel it coming. It's creeping up on us.
Yeah, super fast.
So we have a song together called "Say."
Yeah,
it's super dope. And I have a confession. It's my girl's favorite song.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, she loves that song. And she bumps it in the whip all the time. So that shit's getting played out here in Hollywood.
Yeah, that song's way
you might
fresh.
see her one day. Yeah, if you use Lyft, she drives for Lyft. She might even pick you up one day playing the song or something.
Okay, she's getting it out there for us.
Yeah. And that's a dope song. Shout out to Preem for the beat and everything, and the shit was really dope, dude. Super dope. One of my favorite tracks too. And we just put it out on Spotify as well. So
yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna do some promo for Joey, so he didn't have to do it. But the whole Varsity Dropouts album, "Fuck School," is available on iTunes and Spotify for free. You can listen to it, and it has that track "Say" on there with you, as well as a bunch of other fresh tracks. And you guys can go get that shit now. I think that
get that shit.
It's dope that it's all up and available for everyone.
So your shit's doing well on Spotify?
Yeah, I mean, I put the album out there. It's got the streams and whatnot. Mainly the best joint is well, not the best joint, but like the joint that's doing the best is called Rumors. We shot a video to that, like in Hollywood and Venice.
I love that track, by the way. That shit is dope.
Thank you.
Super dope.
So yeah, that one's doing real good on Spotify. It's cool that it's cool to see these platforms supporting like independent artists. Like when I was down here last time, like around when we did the track "Say," I had homies like sending me screenshots like, yo, your shit's in this playlist. And it's dope that Spotify like gives us that opportunity to like get into these playlists and give people a choice whether they click the thumbs up or the thumbs down. And obviously they've been clicking the thumbs up because it's been showing up in more and more. And like,
and
I know your guys
deserved. You know what I mean? It's good shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, it's a great song. It's a great video. I mean, like, if you heard it just randomly in a list of other songs that we're playing, you would definitely click like on it and want to hear more like it. You know what I mean? Like, it's a great song. And you're right. That is what's cool about Spotify and, like, Pandora and all these other internet radio sites is that they are fucking with us and allowing us to, like, build our own platform, opposed to, like, back in the day, you would only have to you'd only be able to use whatever label supported you or whatever, and by them giving you a platform, you don't really have your own shit. So, like, if it ever goes bad, you know, you're kind of, like, left out in the cold on your own. You know what I mean? And this way, we all get to, like, be productive and do our own thing. So tell everybody what's the name of the album and where to get it, where else to get it, and what else to look for.
I like how you said album. I don't do mixtapes. I hate that term.
Right.
It's all original beats. It's called When I Get to LA. It's a free album. You can download it from my Spotify, Terell Safadi. And also, sorry, did I say Spotify? I meant SoundCloud. You can download it from there. You can stream it on Spotify. You can get it from my website, TerellSafadi.com. And it's called When I Get to LA. If you're just tuning in, I'm from Vancouver, Canada. So it was like kind of about my process and my mindset of coming down to LA and just like getting out of a small town and just trying to look for bigger things, bigger opportunities, dope artists like the Varsity Dropouts to work with and all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I think the timing was right too, you know, and that's why I asked earlier about the timing with Black, Red, Yellow. Because was it around the same time when Wiz's song came out? Yeah,
it was like Wiz's song was like probably like 75% of the like it was at like three-fourths of its like height up, so it was like it was still like blowing up or whatever.
Yeah,
he was actually doing it at the Super Bowl, I believe, and I was like, damn, these fans are going crazy, and I just wrote it for fun at the time. I wasn't even really gonna put it out, and then I was like, whatever, we'll see what happens. So,
well, it's a good thing you did, man. That's what I mean. Like, timing is everything. So, like, you being out here is for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, you are on your path, and you're gonna be successful. Stuff is gonna happen for you because you're making it happen. You're not waiting for it to happen. You know what I mean? And that's really key. You know, you have to go out there and get it. You know what I'm saying? You have to chase your dream. You have to do what you're doing. And I'm thankful to have motivated people around me like you and others that, you know what I mean? That we're all like a community, basically, and it keeps us going by seeing others succeed and become successful around you. You know, it gives you that, lets you keep that hope alive that, you know, that you're on the way too. You know what I'm saying? And it definitely breeds more creativity and things. So it's super dope to see.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
So it is a very good thing that you released that song because the boost that you got from that helped land you on the Canadian Bone Thugs and Harmony tour in 2012, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Did you just do a leg of the tour, or was it the whole tour? I did the whole Canada tour.
Nice.
At the time, I wasn't able to come to the States, and they went to New York, and I could have went to New York, but honestly, like you said, Joey, timing is everything, and I don't think I was like fully ready to like take on New York in 2012. So, But I did from like west to east of Canada, Vancouver to like Halifax.
Damn.
So how was that? What was that experience like?
It was dope. It was dope. I really love performing. I really love like seeing what songs people react to, and just seeing new cities. It was the only thing that was really hard about it was that it was like right when my daughter was born, so that was like the longest time I was away from her. But like at the end of the day, I knew what I was doing was like is going to eventually benefit me and her, and it's just like it was just like more motivation, but at the same time it was like hard because she was like a brand new baby and I missed her and shit.
Yeah, that's rough, man. Not to get too off topic, but have you seen Goon?
Yeah, I have.
That shit is so sick, dude. That's such a good movie.
I need to watch it. You keep telling me.
It's one of my favorite movies. I keep telling this guy about it all the time, man. It's so good. And as soon as you said Halifax, it made me think of it.
Yeah. Have you seen Slapshot?
No, but I'm definitely going to check it out now.
It's like the same thing, but like more old school.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, all that hockey shit's good shit. We have a homie that's like super into hockey. He's a Penguins fan.
Oh, for real. I noticed no one really fucks with hockey out here. It's just football, baseball.
Yeah. I mean, you have like the niche fans or whatever, but out here, man, it's all Laker country.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm a Clippers fan, though. I don't even really fuck with the Lakers like
Me
that.
Me neither. Shit, I'm a James fan.
Yeah.
So, what's next for Terell? What's next? What don't people know about yet? What do you got what kind of secret can you reveal?
What can we look forward to?
I mean, I got some heaters right now on deck that actually I'm going to Vegas to shoot a video for next Monday. That's actually the one that I'm probably going to slide to you guys to premiere.
Nice.
If y'all still want to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
And I got a joint produced by DJ Mustard that's on the back burners. I'm still kind of like, I've been super picky with it. I've had like 2 different hooks for it, and I think I finally got the right hook. And that's going to be coming out soon, probably at the beginning of January. I'm stoked for that one. Big. Yeah, luckily, like I got this beat like a year and a half ago, like when Mustard was kind of like,
still on his shit.
Yeah, I mean, when he was like still coming up, so he was like a little bit more reachable through a mutual friend out here in LA. So it was just like one of the throwaways that he didn't like, I guess. And so I got that, and that's going to be like one of the main focuses for 2016. It'll be dope having like that name on my associated with the track. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think it's going to be dope.
And it was
if you do an official remix,
I'll hit you. Yeah,
let us know.
yeah. I'm trying to get as much life out of that song as I can. So
let's do it, man. I'm stoked for you, dude. That's gonna be a big step. I mean, a throwaway Mustard beat is still a dope beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who knows? It could be just good as any other one now. You know what I mean? And he's got a really dope style. It's rap, but it's like it's halfway electronic almost. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Mustard's dope. I'm not gonna hate on him. You literally could not go anywhere in LA without hearing Mustard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like it's undeniable. So that's gonna be big, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm excited. Thanks.
Yeah, make sure you keep us updated, and we'll do some promo for those when they come out.
Yeah, most definitely.
Hell yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, I'll let you. I'll slide you guys the private link. You guys can get the before everybody else. Look at the track once I get it like all mixed and proper.
That'd be dope.
Nice.
I love exclusive tracks. I love them.
Yeah, that's the shit.
All right,
cool, man. Well, it's been dope having you on the show. I think you're a super dope artist, and I really wanted to like get you out here and let people know about you that might not necessarily know about you. I think everybody that we have on has dope music and is really worthy of the listens, and that's why we fuck with you guys. You know what I mean? Like, you know, especially I listen to your shit on my own. You know what I mean? So I'm going to push everything I like no matter what. It's organic. You know what I mean? It's natural. And I don't really have my ear tuned into like the industry at all. I don't pay attention to any of that shit because it's so like, I don't have patience and time for Young Thugs and Rich Homie Quans and like, you know what I'm saying? And things that like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's just repetitive.
Yeah. It's all watered down. None of it's worthy of listening to. And it's refreshing to have dope underground artists that are just people are just not ready for it yet. You know what I mean? I think that's really what it boils down to. It's like you're dope and you're gonna be dope no matter what. So people are just now catching on. I feel like, and once they catch all the way on, they're gonna see why. You know what I mean? It's you got good shit, man. So.
Hell yeah. Likewise, I appreciate it. I was just on your guys' SoundCloud yesterday checking out some joints too, so.
Yeah, we're trying to do it, man. We're gonna get hopefully within the next few weeks, try to get back in here and get some new stuff going on, like you said, for the 2016. So look out for us. We're coming. And we'll have some new shit with you hopefully too.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Well, thanks again for coming. Thanks for giving us music to play, and keep doing your thing.
Yep.
Most def. Thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah, anytime, man.
All right, homies. Have a good day. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, you too.
Peace.
All right, well, there it is.
Yeah.
That was dope, man.
Bites the dust.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's dope. Like I said, I tried to tell you about him before. He's really sick, dude. He's really he's a smart dude. I didn't realize he was that young either. So he's a young dude. You know what I mean? Like he's killing it. He's representing his country well. He's out here intermingling with our fucking shitty Americans out here, but
yeah.
I mean, he's doing it, dude. He's really doing it. I'm seeing him everywhere, and he really takes his shit very serious. I always see him with taking professional pictures and really updating his image a lot. You know what I'm saying? He's always very conscious of what he's doing, and he never goes too long without posting something and giving some insight into what he's got going on, and he's always got something new going on, and
yeah,
you know what I mean? He's a cool, humble dude, and I think he's gonna go far. I think he's too savvy for his age already. You know what I mean? He's very intelligent, and
yep,
I wish
I
I fucking would have had my shit together when I was younger.
I know it. That's you see these cats fucking there's this dude Afro that he won some rap competition with R.A. the Rugged Man or whatever, and I've never seen his videos.
I saw that.
And he's he's 16 or 15 or some shit, and just raps like crazy. And then he killed the 5 Fingers of Death on Sway in the Morning. And he's some fucking young kid. Or Kasky. Kasky's only 20 years old, and fucking he's already signed.
Yeah, but all these guys are all these guys are very few and far between. You know what I'm saying? There's not a fucking lot of people that put that much dedication and effort into what they do to get better and to get better and to get better. You know what I mean? A lot of people are forced to try to fit into some bubble because of what's going on, whether it's the fucking Atlanta style rap Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan and shit, or whether it's the Chicago style drill time shit fucking Slim Jesus and all them other cats.
Yeah, and that's why
you know what I mean? There's so many different types right now. Everybody feels there's a trap shit Future. Everybody's fucking turned into autotune. Even rappers I respected, I'm hearing try to rap like Future now, and I was man, I'm disappointed. You know, I'm what the fuck? No, there ain't nobody sticking to their script anymore. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's trying to be like somebody else. It's crazy.
Trying to do what they think the people are gonna like. And I think that any artist, whether it be music or any type of art at all, it takes you, on average, I'm gonna say about 10 years of when you first start writing, or drawing or whatever it is, the very early stages up until 10 years, that is all a learning process. You're fucking with shit. You're doing some things that aren't you, and you're learning about yourself, and then you finally find what you want to do. And it's crazy when you see these people that figure it out so early, that are already on the right path for themselves, know what they're doing it independently, and just killing the game. So it's
some people are just savants, some of them just get they have these weird fucking talents. Yeah, they could just make beats in fucking seconds and fucking,
and I mean
whether or whatever it is,
And if I think that some of these people, if they were born, 5,000 years ago, that they would still be doing something that was creative and different than the majority of people. Not saying everybody has their own thing, but there's some people that are just above and beyond, crazy. And I think that those people are going to be like that no matter what they're given, no matter what they're born into, they're going to make something out of it. And it's cool to see. It was dope to talk to him. He was a good guy, and it's gonna be fresh to like watch his career grow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's going places.
Yep.
And everybody's gonna see. I mean, go get his album when I get to LA. He's on iTunes and Spotify and everywhere. It's Terell Safadi. Everybody just get on the train now. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a bandwagon fan later. You know? Don't wait till you hear him collabing with one of your favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? Get an inside look now. He's really dope, and you won't be disappointed.
That way, when you do hear that collab, when he blows up everywhere, you could be like, man, I've been listening to this dude for years. Or for months, depending on when it happens. It could happen sooner.
Yeah.
So, there it is. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Another one in the can, in the film can, that is.
Yep.
That's a cool fact, man. I'm glad I learned that.
The Skype film can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Skype film can. It's a digital film can that we have, and it's not tangible at all. So, y'all are the shit. Thank you. We have only a couple more episodes. On episode 110, we're going to be giving away all of our stuff from our 100th episode. So, people that got involved be getting some shit, and maybe even some random people that don't even know who we are. We'll just get a box and then start listening to us from that. So, watch your mailboxes, buddy.
Yep.
All right, we love you.
Hashtag, what was it? Hashtag NHP100?
Hashtag NHP100. Just share the show
anything.
And hashtag it. Share anything. And hashtag it NHP100.
Hashtag, you could do it with your NHP smoke session if you want. You know what I mean? It could be anything. Share an episode, share a smoke sesh, share a memory, share something, and hashtag NHP100 for your chance.
Yep. And then you'll win some fresh shit.
Peace, bitches.
The Natural Habitat Podcast.